Mike's thoughts. Man Hour Nation, I have to sit back. I have to apologize for the things that come out of my mouth every now and then. No, I'm just kidding. This is me. This is live. This is raw. This is uncut sports talk. I'm unapologetic about anything that I ever say on the internet, on live, or behind the Twitter machine. Michael Buckeister is who he is 9 times out of 10 days a week, 1,155 days a year. I know I said 1,165,000 days a year because you never know how many days are actually on this flat earth. There, I kid. But let's get into Buck's thoughts here right off the bat. This whole number thing is really getting underneath my skin really quick here in the NFL world. Many players are coming out with the number 0 now. Oh, I want to be number 0. No, I want to be number 0. No, I want to be number 0. How about we go back to the old ways? How about we stick to things that weren't broken for many, many, many years? This whole number 0 thing is absolutely stupid at the end of the day. Who wants to be number 0? You want to be nothing? Like, what is wrong with you? Are you legit brain dead when it comes to numbers choices? The number you should want, and as order, is number 7, number 10, number 52, and number 88. If you don't want any of those numbers, you want number 0, what is wrong with your life at the end of the day? This number 0 is stupid. It is asinine. It is asin 10. It's asin 11. Asin 12. I wish I could bring Combs on right now and see his expression because he's like, but I like the number 0. You like the number 0 because you're 5'7", 285 pounds. Shut up with your bad self. Cue that intro. Are you ready for the best damn radio show on the planet? Man Hour Nation, rise up.
You don't want to be every time, no. I would like to personally welcome you to Man Hour After Dark. Say that then. Why I bring you the host, Mike, Buck, and Combs. You know who's coming to the stage. Sports talk than what you about to hear right here. I second that. Go. You know that it's us when we talking about sports. Giving you facts on the field to the core. Tune in, we need the support. 1 hour too short, still listen some more. On all your stations, not dropping no music. Stripes like Adidas, but Nike just do it. Down 4 in the 4th, we go for the win. Michael 2 seconds, we taking it in. Buck, Mike, and Combs. You know what's going on. Man, now we're After Dark, no LA. We the big spark. No 4th and inches won't cut you short. Got the best talking, it's all sports. Buzzing more than buzzer beaters. We coming live, all 3 speakers go.
And what is up, Man Hour Nation? Michael Buckeister here with the Man Hour. If you haven't done so already, like, comment, subscribe to whatever platform you are listening to. Sharing is caring at the end of the day. Bring a couple friends in here. We are live, raw, uncut sports talk every Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. East Coast time, right here at manhourradio.com. If you are a blog reader, head over to manhourradio.com as well. Check out the blog section. We do have new blogs dropping each and every day. Our blog writer doing great work over there. Some of them like to rename anonymous. You don't want to know who they are, so anonymous, however you say it. But let's just say they do great work over there. Those guys, put an article every day, and bada bing, bada boom, I post it to the world. I actually just saw one, Sunday morning, greatest Green Bay Packer of all time. They had Bart Starr, Brett Favre, and Reggie White. Do I agree with that? Absolutely not, but it is a pretty good read at the end of the day. James Powell jumping in the chat. What is up, James? He says there was a great 00, but that was long time ago. Well before my time, because I never remember a 00. I never remember 0, period. I mean, obviously this is the first year for 0, but I never remember a 00. It must have been the black and white and leather helmet days, James. Did you just age yourself there, Jamesy Poo? But guys, we do got a great show for you lined up today. We got some new news popping up. We were going to jump into the NFL draft. We'll see how Combs is feeling here in a little bit, see if he wants to jump on and talk some NFL draft. But we're just going to shoot from the hip today. It is going to be a fan interaction show today. So if you guys want to talk about anything at all, jump in the chat, and we will definitely do that for you because sharing is caring. And I like to share my knowledge of the NFL game with the world, even if it's right off the hip. But first, let's get into some new news. New news, guys. New news is brought to you by BetStamp. Head over to betstamp.app/group. Use promo code MANHOUR. And right here, right now, when you use promo code MANHOUR, they will give you the first deposit of every sportsbook that you sign up for. That's right. So if you sign up for FanDuel and it's $20 minimum deposit, BetStamp will give you that $20 minimum deposit. It is great. They gave me $185 about a month ago. I'm not sitting at $2,000. Wow, and I haven't even wasted $1 of my own money yet. It is amazing. But here on the new news, starting off, Lamar Jackson has yet to sign his franchise tag and will not report to NFL volunteer offseason. Is this a big deal? Well, honestly, yes. Odell Beckham Jr. is coming in. Lamar Jackson has thrown Bateman under the bus, and he says he wants a couple other receivers to join him. If those receivers don't know Lamar Jackson's not going to be there, why would you want to come? It is definitely a big deal. Hotkey didn't work. Linebacker A.J. Klein has signed a 1-year with Buffalo. Is this a good signing? Absolutely. Anytime you can get a player that has played for you previously, and of course, the Buffalo Bills did lose some linebackers during offseason so far. Yeah, it is definitely a very, very good deal. Wide receiver Devontae Pettis has signed with the Chicago Bears. It's a good signing. No, this is just a camp cut, I should say. It seems that the Chicago Bears are being way kind of Kansas City-like. They're trying to be exactly what the Kansas City Chiefs are doing right now. Get a nice shifty receiver on the outside. It's not going to work for them in the end. Thomas Graham, cornerback, has re-signed with the Cleveland Browns. Guys, are the Cleveland Browns going to run the North? I'm not worried about their defense. The only thing I'm worried about the Cleveland Browns is Deshaun Watson. Is he going to officially knock the rust off and be good and do good things? That I think that's the only thing red flag about the Cleveland Browns right now. But yeah, it is a good signing. I do like that signing as well. Tight end. Why is this tight end? Oh, sorry, my bad. I'm out of order. Xavier Smith has signed with the Detroit Lions. Cornerback. Are the Detroit Lions about to run the North? I don't know. I've been going back and forth on this a little bit, and I do think the Lions are a very, very good team, but I think right now it's still the Vikings division to lose. Lions are making good strides. Tight end. Here we go. Jacksonville Jaguars. Evan Ingram has yet to sign his franchise tag and will not report to voluntary workouts. If you guys remember, Evan Ingram said he's very, very happy in Jacksonville, and he doesn't need a long-term deal to play for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Is this concerning? It's always concerning when your number one tight end doesn't report to camp. Jacksonville Jaguars need this. This is very, very concerning. Josh Jacobs, I don't have the image of Josh Jacobs for some reason. It's not popping up. Has exercised the franchise tag as well, and he will not report to camp. Does this start the Raiders' chances in 2023? Well, joke's on you. The Raiders never really had a chance. And, of course, the biggest deal of the day, Jalen Hurts has officially signed a 5-year, $255 million deal, making him the highest-paid quarterback in history. That's right, guys. You heard it here first. Jalen Hurts is officially the highest-paid quarterback in NFL history. How big is this for the Philadelphia Eagles? Well, guys, let's dive deep into this. Because I'm not a Jalen Hurts hater by any means, but I do listen to what other people say about said players. I have my own opinions, and then I listen to other people. I listen to other shows, right? So with that being said, previously to last season, the mainstream media, your ESPNs, your Colin Cowherd, Fox, NBC, NFL, yada, yada, yada. The list goes on and on and on, right? They said flat out that Jalen Hurts is in a prove-it year in the NFL. He has to prove it this season to be classified as a quarterback in the NFL, to not be deemed that bust. Obviously, he had a great season. He should have won the MVP last season, and he definitely led the Eagles to the Super Bowl as well. Should they have won the Super Bowl? Yet to be determined, right? So, when we look at this, how does this affect other players in the NFL? Patriot Jones brings up the great point. Hurts $255 million contract to only $179 guaranteed. Does this make Lamar's back off his 100% guarantee? We'll talk about that. But when we think about this, when you have 1 year in the NFL and you are poof, right, way up here, when you've been kind of down here, tinkering about, let's say, 10% of production, yada, 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 then all of a sudden, poof, 100%, and then you're going to come back down, right? Because you cannot contain that 100% play year after year after year, right? Did the Eagles pay too early for Jalen Hurts? When I think about this, when you think you have the guy, which I think the Eagles think they have the guy, right? Obviously had a great season. It is never too early to pay your guy. Because as we look at the NFL historically, the next good quarterback, it doesn't have to be great, good. The next good quarterback to get paid is going to be the highest paid guy year after year after year. So if you lock him in at $255 million with the $179 million guarantee the next 5 seasons, you're set for the next 5 years, right? You don't have to worry about it. But I think they may have paid a little too early. I think they should have waited until his fourth year. See if he can maintain that. Like, that's my biggest thing. Can you maintain that? Patriots End Zone here. My man Wayne G puts on a great show, guys. Head over to YouTube and subscribe to this man's channel. He does great work, great production value, very good interviews, and of course, Wayne G is the most level-headed person ever, right? He says Hurts $255 million guaranteed, only has $179 million guaranteed. Does this make Lamar Jackson back off his 100% guaranteed contract? Absolutely not, Wayne G. Absolutely not. There is a reason why Lamar Jackson wants a 100% guaranteed contract. It is not because he wants to be better than everybody else. It is not because he thinks he is heads and shoulders and feet and elbows and everything better than Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts, Patrick Mahomes and Hurts and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. The reason why he wants a guaranteed contract is because of the following. When has the last time Lamar Jackson has played a complete NFL season? I'll wait. I'm still waiting. Oh, his second year in the league? Oh, okay. So that is why Lamar Jackson wants that guaranteed contract. It is not because he thinks he deserves it. It's because he wants it because he knows he's not going to play a full NFL season. He is not going to play a full NFL season probably for the rest of his career. That's why he wants that guaranteed money. Will he back off at the 100% guaranteed demand? No. The demand is already out there, and I guess he has proven that he can play for 6 games at a really high level. Should be for 17 games as well. James says Raiders are in the same boat. I'm not for sure what you're meaning about the Raiders there, Jim. Oh, here it is. Jim says, let's pay Hurts to not make the playoffs again. So, with this being said, Jim, I think the Philadelphia Eagles are a good team. I have them finishing 3rd in the NFC East as of right now, pre-draft, pre-camp, pre-voluntary workouts, all that stuff. But right now I have them finishing 3rd in the NFL. The reason for that is because of the Super Bowl hangover, right? And this is obviously before they paid Jalen Hurts as well. This year, it obviously is not going to affect them long term. but the year after that and the year after that is going to affect A.J. Brown. It's going to affect Devontae Smith. It's going to affect that defense, right? This $255 million by Jalen Hurts is going to affect the Eagles long term. Now, are they going to change that money into signing bonuses, backload it? Numbers are just numbers, right? They can fluctuate everything, right? But will the Eagles ever make the playoffs again? Not this year. That's right. The Eagles will not make the playoffs this year. Super Bowl hangover is real in the NFC. No playoffs for the Eagles in 2023. He says Josh Jacobs in the same boat. Yeah, so Josh Jacobs is not standing that franchise tag either. And with that being said, guys, Josh Jacobs didn't want to sign a franchise tag in the first place. Josh Jacobs wanted to be the highest paid running back in the NFL. So why would you sign a $10 million cap when you can, extensively get paid $18 million a season, right? I don't see Josh Jacobs signing the cap, period. I don't see anything but a long-term deal for Josh Jacobs and the Las Vegas Raiders if he were to stay in Vegas. James, correct me if I'm wrong. I believe you are a Raiders guy, right? But to say Josh Jacobs is going to sign the franchise tag, no, he is not going to change that franchise tag. He I don't think he wants to be in Vegas. He would be a great fit in Dallas. He would be a great fit in Eagles. He would be a great fit for pretty much any other team but the Raiders. For whatever reason, the Raiders, I don't think the Raiders use him very effectively. Although he was wasn't he the rushing leader last season? I'm pretty sure he was. But that was by default. These allergies are kicking my butt today. Patriots Endzone says cap goes up $50 million next season. As the cap will consistently go up every year after year after year. But Wayne, let me ask you this question. You're a very knowledgeable person, very smart in the old bones. Golf swing. Your golf swing is fantastic, man, by the way. I love it. At some point, do we have a quarterback cap? Like legitimate, guys. We see the quarterbacks get paid more and more and more, and the numbers get fluctuated to pay everybody more and more and more money. Like, at what point do we just get a quarterback cap? Like, you know what? Like a max salary cap or a max contract in like the NBA. Like, you know what? $250 million is it. 4 years, like 250. That is all you can get paid. Do you think that would? Okay, so let's say we have a max salary cap in the NFL. I'm just throwing out numbers here. 4 years, $50 million. For one, does that level the playing field, right? Like, quarterback staying put for longer, building around the franchise, yada, yada, yada. Two, would the NFLPA really agree to that? Because right now, I think the NFL salary cap right now, as it is, it's a pretty good thing, right? The only thing I don't like is how they can manipulate all of this money, right? They can manipulate to this $255 million contract that Jalen Hurts just got. They can convert that money into signing bonuses the next year to bring in A.J. Brown. They can do this. They can do that. I just don't like how they can move the money around to make it work. I wish they could take that away. But do we see a contract cap limit in the end? Let me know in the comments, guys. I'm very curious to see what you guys think. Jay Kilgo jumping in the chat. What's up, Jay? He says, so you have Washington finishing last in the NFC East. Yes, I do. As of right now, pre-draft, pre-camp, preseason, the Washington Commanders are a last-place team in the NFC. Now, they are a last-place team not because they're a bad team. Don't get that twisted. I still think they're an 8, 9, possibly 10-win team. They are a really, really good team. But the NFC East is probably one of the most, if not the most competitive division in football. When you had the New York Giants that took leaps and bounds last season, nobody expected them to be we expected them to be a 7, 8-win team, but to make the playoffs last year, that is huge for Brian Daboll. That is huge for Daniel Jones. That is huge for the whole New York community. That is huge, right? The Dallas Cowboys, arguably the best team on paper in the NFC, better than the Eagles, better than the Commanders, better than the Giants. I have them finishing in second place right now. The Philadelphia Eagles, yes, they did go to the Super Bowl last year. Yes, they were 16-3 last year, right? Or 15-3 or whatever it was, 15-2. Yes, they had a very, very good season. They also played out of their freaking minds. They played out of their freaking minds on an easy-ass schedule. This year, they will have a Super Bowl schedule. They should, in theory, have one of the hardest schedules in the NFL. It is not that they're going to take steps back by any means. They're just going to have a really, really hard schedule, right? And Jalen Hurts is going to come back down to reality. Now, Jacoby Brissett, right, in Washington, very, very good signing. I did not like the release of Taylor Heinicke. That was bad business. Sam Howell, we'll see how he finally gets to do in Washington. And I know it's easy to say focus on the field, focus on this, but all the off the field turmoil stuff, the new ownership, new general manager, new this, and this, it is hard on the players. We will see. But yeah, right now, the Washington Commanders are a last place team in the NFC East. You are absolutely right, Jay. Jacobs and Barkley passed on $10 million so they can get a 3-year, $18 million deal. Makes sense, right? Makes perfect sense, Wayne G. So, as you guys know, the running back franchise tag is $10.7 million this season. And Saquon Barkley, Josh Jacobs, and hell, Tony Pollard all wants a 3-year deal. About $18 million. Right. It is what it is. Back to the quarterback cap zone, or to the cap here. We will never see a quarterback cap. Not as long as the NFL keeps signing bigger and bigger TV deals. Yeah. TV money is outrageous, right? If you guys don't know, the NFL Sunday Ticket went to YouTube TV, right? I don't have the exact numbers in front of me, but for me to buy NFL Sunday Ticket on YouTube TV is $349. There's going to be millions upon millions of people that sign that. Sheesh. But yeah, NFL is the biggest money grab in the world. Jay says, rumor I heard was Washington will trade Chase Young to Indy for a first-round draft pick. What do you think? I think Chase Young is arguably one of the greatest defensive ends in the NFL. You can probably put him top 10, top 5 type of situation here. What did he hurt his ACL? Is that what he tore, Jay? I think he tore his ACL, right? First round draft pick for Chase Young. The Colts defense is already pretty good. If the Indianapolis Colts give a first round draft pick for Chase Young, we will see them go all in on Lamar Jackson. That's right. Let me repeat that for the people in the back there. If the Indianapolis Colts give a first-round draft pick for Chase Young, I'm assuming it's a 2023 NFL draft that they'll give that for, right? They will go all in on Lamar Jackson. They will give them the 2 first-round draft picks that they must have for the NFL tag. 2024 and 2025. They never said what years, right? They just said they had to have 2 first-round draft picks. So if this rumor is true, the Colts are going all in on this year. If this is true, they will not have any draft picks in 2023. They will give them all away. They will be in draft hell like the LA Rams are. Hell, we don't give them all of our first 10 picks for the next 10 years. Take them all. They are going to sell their soul to the devil to win one Super Bowl like it happens. It is what it is. Yeah, Patriots end zone. I definitely understood what you're saying. 3 years, $18 million, which equates to what, like 6 point something million a year. Yada, yada, yada. I get it. Pay the teams for wins and see who wants it. What? James, what are you talking about? James says, pay the teams for wins and see who wants it. Dan Hood, Philadelphia Eagles guy himself, says Jalen Hurts. Fire, fire, fire. Cool emoji. Yep, you're going to have to put on those sunglasses because I think the Philadelphia Eagles just got burned by this contract. Just got burned, Dan. Sorry, my man. Yes, he tore his ACL comeback like week 14 last season. Yeah, so he was out for what, a year and a half, right? Was it his second year that he did that? So he'll be like a fifth-year player now. I'm not for sure. I'm not for sure, guys. But that is going to be it for today's show. Got to wrap it up here a little bit. Actually, hang on. What'd I do? Yep. Got to wrap it up here, guys. I got to go to the doctor. Today is the checkup for my old ankle. I tore my Achilles about 6 months ago. Been walking around in a boot. Put on some extraordinary weight because I haven't been doing shit. But hopefully today I get the bill of clearance. Get back into the gym. Loving life. But guys, we'll be back tomorrow to talk AFC East draft. We're going to talk about the Buffalo Bills, New York Jets, Miami Dolphins, and New England freaking Patriots. What their draft needs are and where we think their draft. We're officially 10 days from the draft. 9 days tomorrow. We'll be talking about talking draft. Got to remember, Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert, and Lamar Jackson need to get paid. No, the only person that needs to get paid is Justin Herbert and Joe Burrow. Lamar Jackson can be franchise tagged forever like Kirk Cousins. Hope you feel better. Thanks, Dan. See you guys tomorrow, 2 p.m. East Coast time. We'll be going on for the full hour. 2:45 doctor's appointment is coming up for Buck Nasty. We out.